Oh man, so every week Nicki Minaj finds a new enemy on Twitter, and it leaves everyone surprised when we see who she chooses. And last night it was Dez Bryant's turn. Yeah. Former NFL player Dez Bryant, Cowboys legend, throw up that X, all that good stuff right there. As this post right here says, Dez Bryant and Nicki Minaj are beefing because Jerry Jones won't pay Michael Parsons. Essentially, bro, because this whole rabbit hole is insane. This post right here with a little bit more of an explanation saying, see, Jerry made an unprompted dig at Jay-Z, Dez Bryant, and Rock Nation. They all clapped back with digs of their own. And somehow now Dez Bryant is beefing with Nicki Minaj because she saw Jay-Z's name get mentioned as something negative and threw herself in the middle of it, basically. And then she posted this right here saying, I hope Jerry Jones is having a great day. Defending Jerry Jones in 2025. Wow, going at Rock Nation. I think we lost the plot a little bit, but okay. All right. So yeah, football fans, we all know Michael Parsons asked for a freaking trade. Shit crazy, all right? If you're not into football like that, this guy's a big deal. Plays for the Dallas Cowboys, one of the best defensive players in the league, top 5 for sure. But since he ain't getting his money, he wants to trade. Dez Bryant, who played for the Cowboys as well, said this right here to speak up for Michael Parsons.
Hey, Micah, what you doing, a message that you sending, the business that you standing on is extremely major, brother. The guys like myself, guys who came before you, we failed. We failed tremendously on standing our ground, due to the lack of knowledge and the lack of support entering a world that we was very unfamiliar with. I remember being in that situation like you, nervous, scared, don't know which way to go, can't trust my support system. By the way, shout out to David, man. He's one of the best agents in the business. I respect how y'all go about y'all business. So a huge salute there. But like I was saying, man, much respect to you, for real. Do what's best for you. Do I want to see you with the star in your helmet? Yes, I do. I pray that Jerry and them do what's right, pay you what you deserve. You're an incredible talent. You are a superstar. You are worth every penny that you're asking for. And if everything don't work out, you still gonna be great because that's who you are. So again, I appreciate you. I support you.
Now that led to these things being brought up, all right? So this is a reminder right here of Jerry Jones saying this in the past, negotiating Dez Bryant's deal directly with Jay-Z, who is an NFLPA agent, so he admitted to that. And he said this as well.
But if you need to record anything over the internet, I cannot think of a more seamless way than Rivers.
Jay-Z partnering with the NFL, one of the huge recent news items. What do you think the league owners are looking to take away from a partnership with an icon like Jay-Z?
Well, I negotiated personally with Jay-Z.
Wow.
on Dez Bryant's contract. And we actually were in the 21 club, and we started about 12 midnight, and we finished about 5 in the morning, and we negotiated down in the wine cellar Dez Bryant's contract.
Yeah.
And this is some more things that he said while at training camp.
Then why would you not talk to the agent? Since you're a must in the conversation, why would you yourself not talk to the agent?
Because the agent, when we have a problem within the team and a player, I don't ever find the agent. He's nowhere to be found. Okay? Jay-Z said that Michael would make all, not Michael, but that Dez would make all meetings. Jay-Z and I negotiated the contract. We spent hours negotiating the contract, Jay-Z. And he said, anybody in my organization is on time. So my office used to be on the street corner, and I've always been early. So they will be on time. I said, where did I sign? But I'm going to call you. Finally, he quit taking my call.
Well, Dez and Mike have different histories as far as
again, please. I'm just talking about the agent.
Yeah.
Don't take that to Micah and Dez. Just simply say that when the issues come up, The first one and the one that is there is us and the player. My experience, hadn't been the agent, is not the one that solves the problems you have when you're executing what you said you would do in the contract. So I like to deal directly with the player when it's of this nature.
So in March, did he say we have a deal?
That led to Rock Nation saying this right here. 2015 at the 21 Club on a napkin, Jerry Jones, Juan Perez, Sean, Jay-Z Carter, and Stephen Jones negotiated a 5-year, $70 million deal, which included a $45 million guarantee and $20 million signing bonus for Dez Bryant. At the time, it was the second largest contract for a wide receiver in NFL history. The claim that Mr. Carter or Rock Nation representatives did not return a call from Jerry Jones is not only a false statement, but it's also a comical one. So that came from Rock Nation Sports. So Dez then goes on Twitter and says, Jerry Jones, I don't think it's smart to mention my name. I kept quiet about a lot of unfair shit on some G shit. We can have story time if that's what we are doing. And here comes Nicki Minaj. So she quotes that tweet by saying, hey, it's Nicki Minaj playing with that whole scissor shit when she texts Punch, allegedly saying, hey, it's Nicki. And he was like, Minaj. She says, how about we play a game? Every time you do a Jerry Jones or NFL story time, I'll do a story time of my own. So he puts out the eyes saying, I want to play a game. So she reveals that all my stories will be about Rock Nation, Jay-Z, and the alleged racist Dez Perez, Rock Nation CEO. I hope you fully understand the rules. It's your turn. He says this right here in response.
Look, Miss Nicki, leave me out of it. I don't want no problems. I'm a huge fan. I hope you're having a great day.
So Nicki responds saying, it's Mrs. Petty. This just came across my desk from 2020. I guess you're one of the guinea pigs they've been using to bully people for them. Did you think I came over here to play tweetsies with your silly ass? See, the problem with people who are always playing is that they think everyone else is playing too. I don't mind my business about you. Be blessed. So he says again, go enjoy your day, and then goes on live and says some more things. Peep this real quick.
I don't have time to be, going back and forth with Nicki Minaj, man. What's up with him? Hold on. Let me get you, man. Let me get you. Yeah.
I'm blessed to be alive.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, boss.
I appreciate you, Mama. See, you was talking your little stuff on X or something like that.
Yeah, man. It's like Nicki Minaj coming at me for some Irish. I'm like, I'm minding my business,
Let me keep minding it.
Yeah, I'm here eating by myself, Like, leave me alone, man. Whenever she got something going on mentally, and I hate it. Appreciate it. I hate it, man. I hate that shit, Nicki. Real talk. I hate that you're going through whatever it is that you're going through. Don't, that ain't good, man. Go say a prayer to God. I'm going to say a prayer for you, Nicki. Real talk. I'm going to say a prayer to you. Being petty, I don't even know how old you are, but I know you old. Now, you're a legend. You shouldn't even be doing half of the shit that you're doing on the internet. You're too big of an influencer. Like, real talk, I'm not even being funny. Like, get off that shit. That shit ain't cool. That ain't cool. Real talk. Like I said, whatever it is you got going on, I hope it gets settled. I hope you're able to smile, have a clear mind in the near future. You're gonna realize, these days that you acting the way that you act, you can't get these motherfuckers back. You can't get them back. Don't rob yourself from, just control what you can control, man. It's just not, It don't make no sense. Like I said, you're too big for that. Way too big for that. Well, I'm trying to, multitask. Well, I can't do two things at once. I clear my state. You feel me? Yo, Nicki, you gotta get off that gas, man. You gotta get off that, man. Like I said again, I'm a huge fan of you, Miss Nicki Minaj. I don't want no problem with you. I want no problem with you at all. Like I said, man, I'm gonna leave you with this. I pray you have better days in the near future. May God bless you forever.
That old phone laying around, you could toss it, sure. Or recycle it. Don't add to the scrap heap. Get paid for that old phone at ecoatm.com.
All right, so Nicki Minaj responds saying, go beat your mom, and then asks Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they've allegedly been the vile cunts they've been to so many black people while lining their own pockets, weaponizing racism in order to keep black people blinded from their truth. Why wasn't Desiree Perez's pardon by President Trump publicized to the black community and hip-hop culture the way Lil Wayne's was? Did she repay the president for that monumental blessing, or did she betray him the way Jay-Z allegedly betrayed the Democratic Party and countless others that he's had business dealings with in the past? On second thought, don't beat your mom. I'm sure she loved you once. This tweet is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Anyways, Barb's next. All right, so she posted these things. Article talking about Dez Bryant allegedly assaulting his mother. The lady from Basketball Wives, Jackie, that's Doug Christie's wife, if you guys don't know that love sports. And she hit her daughter because the daughter pushed her against the wall. And she posted this as well. Dave Chappelle saying, shut the funk up. Okay. So Dez Bryant took his gloves off and said, say, bitch, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt shit in Dallas. I don't get how you can even be on the internet with your husband being a sex offender. You said we are speaking facts, weird hoe. So come on. Come on. So he posts about Nicki Minaj's husband. Y'all know the legal stuff he be dealing with because back in the days, he was found guilty of sexually assaulting a girl, you know? So Nicki responds, I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million in cash if you come and fight him since you beat your own mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof. And that's why they couldn't get that money they desperately needed and sued for. Now, you, on the other hand, was beating your mom as an adult. Bigfoot, Megan Thee Stallion, has a brand new weird case as an adult. Y'all love that weird case line, huh? Jay-Z dodged a paternity test that could prove he smashed her teen as an adult. Desiree Perez beating her daughter and calling her black son-in-law a hard R as an adult. Falsely had her own daughter institutionalized as an adult. Lied and said her child was on drugs as an adult. This tweet is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. As a matter of fact, let me go call President Trump and ask for a pardon like Desiree Perez did. Next, I'll go into the casino stuff. Talking about the Jay-Z casino shit. Dez Bryant's booty hole allegedly leaks as an adult. Should I start my story times now? Oh, God, okay. Whoa. Dez responds to that saying, I've been lied on my whole career, so I'm not trying to hear all that shit. I thought we were speaking facts. I don't play all that funny shit. Go get that $10 million in cash, and I'll stump that nigga out right in front of you. And it's rock for life, bitch. God damn, boy, this shit getting hostile. So someone posted this right here saying, nigga, his daddy is a real rapist. Okay. She says, is this true, you pussy ass nigga? Projection like always. We didn't make your dad grape your mom just like we didn't make you beat her. All alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Blah, ha, 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 ha. Your pappy is who you really mad at, sis. Rest. These people are evil. And so it's an alleged story out there that Dez Bryant's grandmother's boyfriend took advantage of her daughter, which is Dez Bryant's mom, and that's how he was born. But then the mom had more children with him. I don't know. That's the alleged story. I'm not too familiar with that. Y'all can fill me in on that more. I don't know. Someone said, bitch, Dez Bryant, your granddaddy, your daddy. And she quotes Jocelyn Hernandez saying the granddaddy, the baby. And that's from this right here.
Mama, if you're a mama and you ain't got your baby and your mama got your baby, then you're not the mama. Your grandmama's the baby.
I'm still trying to figure that out to this day. So Nicki Minaj posted this right here.
Try to kill. 911 location of your emergency. DeSoto? Okay, what's going on there?
Dude, my son is assaulting me. Yeah.
Where is he at? He's here now. How long ago did this happen? It's happening now. It just happened. Does anybody have any weapons? Yeah. He won't go home. I keep telling him to go home. He won't go. Okay, ma'am. Does anybody have any weapons? Yeah. He picked up a ball and tried to hit me with it. Then he grabbed me. A ball? You'll see when I get here how my clothes look. I have officers on the way, but I just need more information. Now, what's your son's name? Dez Bryant. Dad, I can't keep letting them do this. I can't keep letting them do me like this. I'm tired. I'm gonna put an end to it today. I'm tired. Are you injured? No, I'm just my clothes and stuff. I got some scratches on me and my clothes been tore off. My shirt tore off your clothes.
It says, whoop, another dumb nigga down bad. Then she posts this right here. Hey, it's dad. Dad as in granddad. Oh, wow. Hi, I miss you. No, it's bad, dad. You funkin' coon. You bond with that 31-year-old T that was supposed to gag. Now they know your recent T, you dumb fuck. Or should I say your recent CTE? Laugh my funkin' ass off. So Dez on his page tweeting says, Jay-Z, I hope you're having a great day, pimp. Someone says Nicki was actually trying to defend your CTE head ass. You should be happy someone is going through a similar situation as defending your ass. Huh? Where you found that? She wasn't trying to defend. Whatever. Dan says she wasn't defending shit. She was inserting herself. She had no reason to even mention me. She was trying to defend him. Someone said Dez didn't even say nothing to the trigger. Nigga made a video even saying he was a fan and respect. That chick is crazy. Dez says, thank you, bro. Homie says Nicki Minaj back at Jerry Jones. This shit is getting the same. Nicki Minaj is beefing with Dez Bryant because he respectfully did not want to be part of the conspiracy theory she had against Roc Nation. His issue was strictly with Jerry Jones, not Roc Nation. Now she's upset. All he did was say, leave him out of that. And someone also says she started with him. Whole time he mad at Jerry Jones because he not trying to pay Michael Parsons. That brain is fried. Also, Roc Nation responded to Jerry Jones to tell Nicki exactly how they feel about her and whatever she talking about. Well, folks, now we're here. I just went through the whole situation, so now you know why Nicki Minaj beef with Dez Bryant. Let me know what you got to say in the comment section below. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, though. This is another update with Stace, though. Yeah.
What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to I Do It Myself. I'm Wayno. What's the deal? How y'all feeling? If you like what it is that I do, hit that sub button, run them likes up. Today, we talking about Nicki Minaj versus Roc Nation versus Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant, who was formerly signed to Roc Nation as a Roc Nation sports athlete, NFL wide receiver, very, very talented human being. I got a question for all of y'all, the ones that speak barbology. Y'all got to break this down to me, because for the life of me, I cannot understand what Nicki is doing or what her end game is. Now, it's very, very obvious and evident that she don't like Desiree Perez, or what Desiree Perez is going through with her daughter. She don't like Jay-Z, and now she's turned her every day into like this tirade on social media, which I don't think will end well. And I don't mean that she's going to be harmed or nothing like that. I just don't think it ends well for Nicki overall as far as where she's at in her career. Now, let's put some context behind this. So yesterday, well, Sunday, Dez Bryant tweeted something, and he said, Jerry Jones, I don't think it's smart to mention my name. He was talking to Jerry Jones. Y'all know the famous owner, right? I kept quiet about a lot of unfair-ish, on some G-ish. We can have story time if that's what we are doing, right? Nicki Minaj enters the chat. She says, hey, it's Nicki Minaj. How about we play a game? She puts up the sword memes and stuff and says, every time you do a Jerry Jones or an NFL story time, I'll do a story time of my own. That's when all hell breaks loose. Now, again, you speak barbology, you a barb, break it down to me. Let me know what Nicki's game or her plan is when it comes to all this Roc Nation stuff. Is it the title thing? Is it the Wayne not getting the Super Bowl halftime show? Is it Kendrick Lamar getting it and him dissing Drake with Not Like Us? Let me know what it is so I can know what Nicki's motivation is, because I'm going to keep it 1,000. I feel like there's a destination, but the navigation is all over the place. This shit don't make no sense at all. None. Now, they start getting into a whole back and forth, and it starts to get extremely disrespectful. So Nicki Minaj says, Go beat your mom. She's talking to Dez Bryant. Go beat your mom. And then ask Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they've allegedly been the vile aunts they've been to so many black people while lining their own pockets and weaponizing racism in order to keep black people blinded from their truth. Let's keep reading. Why wasn't Desiree Perez's pardon by President Trump publicized to the black community and hip hop culture the way Lil Wayne's was? I'm gonna keep it. Let's just stop right here for a second. I was extremely happy that Lil Wayne was pardoned by Trump. I didn't look at Lil Wayne being pardoned by Trump as him necessarily endorsing him. I didn't look at it as some bad thing. I was happy that Lil Wayne, who had caught another gun charge, and I don't know what number gun charge that was in his life, was not going to have to spend a bunch of years at his big age and being a dad to all his children away from them because he keep getting caught with guns. So I was never thinking about, oh, well, he's a Trump supporter. I honestly was just happy that Wayne wasn't going to jail. I'm saying that as a Wayne fan specifically. I was happy that Lil Wayne wasn't going, because guess what? He got caught in New York with a gun, and they sat him down for that for a year. And he was lucky to get that.
Yeah, we right here, y'all. We right here. We're gonna be going right into the next video. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. But yeah, we right here, man. We gonna keep on going. I'm a commentator on right now.
Yeah, but that's what a lot of money and good lawyers got him. And this is over 10 years ago. But once you have that on your jacket, especially having a gun charge in New York City, you get caught anywhere else and they frying you. So when Wayne got pardoned, I wasn't like, oh man, he voted for Trump or he voting for Trump, right? But she goes on to say, did she repay the president for the monumental blessing, or did she betray him the way Jay-Z allegedly betrayed the Democratic Party and countless others that he's always had business dealings with in the past? Now, let's just talk specifically about politics. I think rappers who aren't fully involved or ingrained or have a keen understanding of how politics work or working with political parties should stay completely out of politics. Don't bring up no political shit at all. Keep it away from you. Keep it out your mouth, because then things get picked apart. As much as I love Jay-Z, he is not as big of an artist as his wife. Everybody knows that. And Kamala was endorsed by Beyonce. She was endorsed by Beyonce. What more do you need? Listen, America is not ready for a female president. We've seen it happen 2 times in the past 10 years. Hillary Clinton ran, Kamala ran. They got beat by landslides. It's not black and white. Well, it's all subjective when you start getting into Kamala, right? But she was positioned as this black woman where she has ethnic history of being half Indian and half black. I have my own political views, but I'll save that to where I learn more about politics and I get on a platform where I could display that and have a dialogue with somebody. Don't try to make me look like a jackass and lets me talk and they can teach. Besides the point, Beyonce endorsed Kamala. So again, the Kamala, right? But she was positioned as this black woman where she has ethnic history of being half Indian and half black. I have my own political views, but I'll save that to where I learn more about politics and I get on a platform where I could display that and have a dialogue with somebody. Don't try to make me look like a jackass and lets me talk and they can teach. Besides the point, Beyonce endorsed Kamala. So again, I'm trying to figure out, because she said everything but Beyonce. But my whole thing is, listen, when it comes to a marriage, if you talking about the husband, you talking about the wife. Let's just put that all in perspective. If you talk about the husband, you talking about the wife too. Now, she hasn't said Beyonce, but guess what? Beyonce might not necessarily be the face of Roc Nation, but she's definitely Roc Nation. Cool. Then she says, hold on. Allegedly betrayed. Okay. and countless others that she's had business dealings with in the past. On second thought, don't beat your mom. I'm sure she loved you once. This tweet is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. See, the problem that I have with tweets is that we understand that they're positioned as entertainment, but is it really? The words that come out of your mouth in a tweet hit different than a song. In songs, it could be positioned as entertainment, and you could get away with that I don't mean it shit. With tweets, it's directly from the person at that time. There's no beat behind it. It's not on the DSPs. You ain't got to pay to see it. You ain't got to pay to hear it like you would have to do with music. Whatever. Let's keep it going. But Dez Bryant has something to say after she says that. He says, say, bitch, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt shit in Dallas. Talking about when he played for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know how you can even be on the internet with your husband being an ex-offender. You said you were speaking facts. Weird hoe. Come on. So come on now. Oh, excuse me. He said, so come on. Bro. What is 2025? What is this age that we live in? What is the level of disrespect? Where is the shame? Where is the rules of engagement? There are none. There are none. There's no rule books for social media. There's no you can or cannot. It's just no holds barred. And they keep going back and forth. They definitely keep going back and forth. Let's read some more tweets from Nicki. And like I said, if you speak barbology, if you're a barb at heart and a barb at soul and a barb at your foundation, then just let me know what's going on so I could better understand, because I just be confused every time Nicki go on one of these tirades. I be confused. And I want to know, right? If you're a hardcore fan of Nicki Minaj, and I like to consider myself a fan of Nicki because I like Nicki as a rapper. I don't necessarily turn on her music, and that's not no slight to her. I just don't typically listen to her music like that. But I do like Nicki Minaj as an artist, right? For the people that's hardcore fans, the barbs, whatever, if there's any that's watching this, any in this comment section, whatever, how do this make y'all feel? Like, let's be for real. I know that y'all have been messy over the years. I've been attacked by the barbs numerous times when I was on Everyday Struggle. I've had some violent, disrespectful things said to me because I said that Nicki Minaj's album wasn't for me. But I want to know, do y'all really feel like y'all feel good when y'all talk crazy to people? Like, for real, right? So look, she says, is this true? See, ass nigga. She says, projection like always. We didn't make your dad grape your mom, just like we didn't make you beat her. All alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Bah ha 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 ha. Yo, Poppy is who you really mad at, sis. Rest. And then one of the barbs puts up this thing about his pops potentially taking advantage of his mom, his grandmother. It's a lot. It's somebody wrote, your grandmother's 40-year-old boyfriend committed statutory and impregnated your mother when she was only 14 years old. Your mother had 3 kids by the time she was 18 and had to resort to selling drugs to take care of you and your siblings. If anybody should be pro-choice, it's you. I guess Dez Bryant had gave his comments on how he felt regarding pro-choice. Again, the disrespect, there's no limits to it. And I'm going to keep it 100, right? Like, it's the internet. You could throw a rock from the other side of the world and hit a person if you say the right things. Now, Nicki says some more stuff, but this time, she challenges Dez Bryant. She challenges him, and she challenges him to something regarding her husband. She says, I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you 10 million in cash if you come and fight him since you beat up your own mom. So this is the response to what he said about her husband. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof. That's why they couldn't get that money they desperately needed and sued for. Now, on the other hand, she says, now you, on the other hand, was beating your mother as an adult. Bigfoot has brand new weird case as an adult. Jay-Z dodging a paternity test that could prove he messed a teen as an adult. Desiree Perez beating her daughter and calling her black son-in-law a hard ER as an adult. Falsely had her own daughter institutionalized as an adult. Lied and said her child was on drugs as an adult. This tweet, she does the disclaimer. She says, as a matter of fact, let me go call President Trump and ask for a pardon like Desiree Perez did. Next, I'll get into the casino stuff. So let me tell y'all, when I seen some of the stuff regarding Nicki's husband, I'm going to keep it 1,000. I feel bad for Nicki's husband. Reason being is because I seen a video of him, and it was an interrogation video, and the police was interrogating him. And he was 15, 16 years old, and he basically said that it was a girl that he was talking to,
Nicki's husband was
and he found out she was messing with somebody else. He said that he wasn't talking to her no more, and he seen her, and she says something, and he wasn't trying to talk to her, and they had back and forth. They said some words, and then she went to the police and did what she did. When I seen that, I had empathy for the simple fact that there's so many young men that go through situations like that, where they're 17 and their girlfriend's 16, or they're 18 and their girlfriend's 17, and then the mother says, yo, you're doing this to my daughter, da-da-da-da-da, and then it goes into a whole different situation, and they get labeled in a certain way in a certain place because of these said situations. So I'm gonna keep it 1,000 when it comes to that, especially when I seen the stuff about Kenneth Petty. I was like, damn, because watching the video and having a son that at the time when I seen the video, I think my son was around that age. I was like, damn, I can't imagine my son going through something like that. Granted, we'll stop there. But let's talk about what Dez Bryant responded to with that tweet. He says, I've been lied on my whole career, so I'm not trying to hear all of that shit. I thought we were speaking facts. I don't play all that funny shit. Go get the 10 million in cash. I'll stomp that nigga out right in front of you. It's the Rock, bitch. Like, it's the Rock for life, bitch. Okay. Again, let's reel it back in. And if you speak barbology, you break down to me why Nicki's doing the things that she's doing. And I'm going to keep it 100. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair at all that every time it's a situation, she offer up her husband. Now, don't get me wrong. I get that that's her.
I mean, she do do that a lot. She do kind of try to get him to step to her aid, even though, she could handle her own, she a legend and she's a force to be reckoned with. But yeah, that is true. But I feel like Dez kind of went a little too far by calling her the Yitch, because she never called him out his name. She might have been trolling, but she never called him out his name. So
husband, and he's her protector and all of that. But another problem that I have with women who do things like that is there are tons of men who are in prison or have lost their lives because their sister called them, their mother called them, their girlfriend called them for a situation that they didn't need to be in. Now let's talk about this situation here. I don't know if Kenneth Petty is a motherfucking MMA fighter, or if he's 100-0 behind the G wall, or if he put in work, whatever you want to say. But we talking about a wide receiver. We talking about one of the best wide receivers we've ever seen in history in Dez Bryant. And I don't think that it's a wise idea to be offering up your husband, who's not an athlete and not his size, to challenge Dez Bryant. But it's the internet. Those tweets is for entertainment purposes only. But we got to grow the fuck up. Gotta grow up. Gotta grow up. Every time that there's a disagreement, don't mean that it needs to lead to a fight. Because at the point where people start having fights, they have weight classes for a reason. And I don't think that anything's going to transpire between Dez Bryant and Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty. But I also don't like the fact that every time something go crazy, something go left, I'm gonna go get such and such, because people don't care about that. And this is not for Nicki. This is just in general. Young ladies, for the young ladies and the women who watch this channel, much love to y'all. I love y'all. But I want y'all to get something in perspective. When y'all say y'all gonna go get somebody, that don't mean nothing to a person who don't care about none of that shit. It don't. And a lot of times examples is made and demonstrations is had. And the last thing you want to see is a demonstration against somebody that you love. Let's move on. Let's keep it moving. Right? But these Nicki tweets, I just feel like they've been extremely troublesome, yo. They just been extremely troublesome. And I feel like even as a fan base, the ones that's really supporting this type of shit, like y'all gotta really reevaluate. And y'all probably won't, because y'all just fans, right? But like psychologically, Nicki got the right to say whatever she want to say. People always talk about the First Amendment. Yo, First Amendment, the freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. Everybody always preach freedom of speech. But freedom of speech comes with a price. The price of freedom of speech is 0 to 1 trillion. And I don't mean literally, I mean figuratively. And what I mean by 1 trillion, it could get you a trillion things, not money. Freedom of speech, you can say what you want, but you're going to have to be accountable for what you say one day. That could be the court of law. That could be the court of the streets. That could be the court of an ass whooping. I'm saying that could be at the detriment of your finances. I don't know if Nicki has endorsements or anything like that going on right now, but I know if I was a brand, I'd be like, bro, what you doing? We ain't paying you to be doing all this. Now I get it. People want to be themselves socially. People want to be on social media talking however they want to talk. They don't want to answer to nothing. They want to say what they want to say when they want to say it. But that ain't the way to go. So this is the last thing I'm going to read from Nicki. She says, it's Mrs. Petty. This just came across my desk from 2020. Guess you're one of those guinea pigs they've been using to bully people for them. Do you think I came over here to play tweetsies with your silly ass, sir? See, the problem with the people who are always playing is that they think everyone else is playing too. I'd mind my business if I was you. Be blessed. I just want to know, man. We used to build things, man. Spike Lee used to put out great movies. He used to feature artists and actors and people who are up and coming in these movies, and they used to showcase art. They used to showcase Black people in a certain light, whether it was School Days, Do the Right Thing, Mo Better Blues, Crooklyn, you know what I'm saying? We had movies like Higher Learning. We had movies like Do the Right Thing. We had movies like Boys in the Hood, Juice. And while we all get caught up in the theatrics of those movies, the message in the movies was always about Black people and the degree of how we treat one another and the degree of how we are culturally from different walks of life in different places. How regardless to what's going on, how much we need each other. I'm afraid that we don't see that at all anymore. And I'm not talking about just movies. I'm just talking about period. There is so much division between record label to record label, artist to artist, entertainer to entertainer. Comedians is beefing. Streamers is beefing. Personalities is beefing. Housewives. The husbands get on there and get caught up in their wives' situations. It is so much bullshit going on that we can't differentiate what's reality and what's play. I know for myself, I'm going to fall back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fall back. I'm going to stay out the way. I'm going to keep leaning into the people that support and love me because I support and love them. I'm going to keep on to the positive way that I'm going. I'm going to highlight what's going on just to give my perspective because I just think it's frivolous and dumb. We got so many things that we at war with. We got so many things that's going on that's going to affect us in the next 5 to 10 years. And we arguing on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. This is I do it myself. I am Wayno. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we do. And for the ones...
All right, man. Yeah, man, I definitely feel like, let me see. I definitely feel like, yeah, he definitely got a point, man. Like, it's a lot of back and forth for no reason. And yeah, it's a lot of back and forth for no reason, bro. I feel like they kind of going at each other. They kind of going at. Hold on. They kind of going at each other a little too rough, bro. Like way too raw. You feel me? And yeah, bro. I don't know. Like I feel like definitely it was just too much back and forth for no reason. I feel like he should have never called her out of her name, and that kind of started more. But she was trolling. I mean, but I feel like really it's Jay-Z to blame for all of it. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Wayno. Y'all go check him out, man. And we gonna go right into the the next video about this.
Moving into a new commercial space, managing IT, security, and cabling can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. As an IT leader,
Hey cousin, who you chilling with? I'm chilling with Moni.
Hey cousins, welcome back to the crib. Audio Moni here. Please do me a favor and smash that like button on your way in. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button to join the family because we get into the mess, the music, entertainment, and the meaning behind it all over here. Now, cousins, in a headline nobody asked for, Nicki Minaj is beefing with NFL player Dez Bryant. Yes, I'm talking about crash out Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant, the 6'2" wide receiver and former Dallas Cowboy. Dez Bryant, who is not the one or the two. And I'm gonna try my best to explain this because this is a mess. But here's how this mess started, y'all. Dez recently took to his Twitter account, right? And he was responding to Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner. And Dez was sharing his long-standing frustrations with Jerry Jones. If you're a viewer of the NFL, you know he has some valid frustrations. Dez claims Jones mistreated him during his time with the team. And Jones had responded by saying he no longer liked to deal with agents in regards to another player. And he specifically hinted at the issues that he apparently had between Dez Bryant and Rock Nation at a couple years ago. And that's when Nicki Minaj decided to jump into the chat because Dez Bryant is Rock Nation is his agent still to this day. And years ago, Jay-Z and Rock Nation orchestrated one of the best deals for a wide receiver in NFL history. I think at the time they negotiated a contract that was like the second best for a wide receiver at that time. And again, like I said, that's when Nicki Minaj decided she wanted to jump in and get a little 2 cents. She wanted to basically ride Dez Bryant's wave. Out of nowhere, she tried to hijack the moment and use it as a soapbox to call out Jay-Z and Rock Nation herself. She tried to twist what Dez Bryant was saying when stating he had issues with Jerry Jones. Nothing to do with Rock Nation. But I guess because Nicki Minaj saw Rock Nation and Jay-Z in the headline, she like, oh, perfect. I can link up with Dez Bryant and we both can go at Rock Nation and Jay-Z. But Dez was not having that. Dez was like, nah, shorty, like, no, I want no involvement with that. That's not what I was trying to do. Your issues are your issues, and my issues is my issue, and my issue is with Jerry Jones specifically. And instead of backing down gracefully, Nicki told him to mind his business. Even though she was the one who inserted herself into his business and his situation, How do you tell someone to mind their business and you're minding their business? Like, she thought she had a gotcha moment, but it basically backfired. And instead of just tucking her tail, not responding, or saying, my bad,
y'all. I'm over here.
things went left.
Shit.
Things spiraled completely into clown territory. Nicki Minaj decides to offer Dez Bryant $10 million to fight her husband. Kenneth Petty, a 5'6" registered sex offender, currently on house arrest. Girl, what the fuck is going on? There's clearly nothing but mush up there in that head of yours. Let's be for real. Either Nicki does not know who Dez Bryant is, or she's trying to become a widow. Dez, although he's no longer in the NFL anymore, he's still built like an NFL wide receiver. He also has anger issues, and he's spoken openly about the trauma that is why he has these issues. Dez isn't some YouTuber that you argue with, some TikToker, some rapper. He's not an internet personality. He's a real life problem when provoked. What are you doing, Nicki? You were trying to get this man beat the fuck up. Offering a former NFL player $10 million to beat your husband ass is crazy. And let's not forget, cousins, just 2 weeks ago, Nicki was on social media crying, saying MacWop, a member of TDE Circle, had threatened her because she said Doechii would put her in a blender as far as battle rap goes. He said Doechii would, well, he didn't say Doechii's name, but we knew he was talking about Doechii because he previously was talking about her because Nicki was tweeting about 30 million and they were claiming Doechii lost 30 million streams. So MacWop is like, why keep subbing where you can get put in a blender the same way your boy did, meaning Kendrick put him in a blender. So he said, you can get put in a blender too, meaning if you and Doechii want to go bar for bar, y'all can go bar for bar. This girl said she felt unsafe. She wanted to get the feds, the FBI involved, and she even name dropped some random ass Republican politician who's trying to get clout off of inserting herself into hip hop relevant conversations. So all of that talk about being afraid, and now you're offering $10 million to set up a street wall with your husband and Dez Bryant. Like, the math isn't mathing. It ain't mathing at all. And then when Dez Bryant responded and said, bring it in cash, I will beat that nigga the fuck up, she muted up. You were trying to get the feds to babysit your over alleged threats from MacWop, and now you're daring. I don't get it. I don't get it, girl. I don't get it. You're either scared or you're a gangster. You can't be both. You can't be both at all. You want federal protection from MacWop, but you want your husband to get stomped the fuck out by a professional athlete. Make it make sense, stinky butt, as MacWop would say, basically. And then, just when you thought Nicki couldn't think any freaking lower, cousins, she tweeted the following. Hey, it's Dad. Dad, question mark, as in granddad, question mark. Oh, wow, hi, I missed you, exclamation mark. No, it's Baghdad, you effing coon. You bombed with that 30-year-old T that was supposed to be a gag. What she's saying is, when you bond with that 31-year-old T, because at this point, she disrespected Dez when he said, I don't want any involvement with that. She responded back nasty. He said, all right, bitch, don't talk about me when you married to a sex offender. And she responded saying that the T of him being her husband being a sex offender is 31-year-old T. She continued, now they know your recent T, you dumb fuck, or should I say your recent CTE. Laugh my ass. Why does she think she's in a battle? And she's responding to him as if she's writing a rap. This is terrible rapping, by the way. Terrible. We see why you came up with Bigfoot. Terrible raps. And now, like I was saying, if you know Dez Bryant's story, this tweet is absolutely vile because what I recall from the story, excuse me if I get some of it wrong, but what I recall is Dez's biological father was a 40-year-old man when he was conceived. This father was raping Dez's mother, who was 14 at the time. This man was actually in a relationship with Dez's mother, which is Dez's grandmother. Dez's mother went on to have 3 kids, which included Dez, by this man, and he was never prosecuted. Like, that's the kind of generational trauma Dez has. And Nicki thought that it would be cool to use it as a punchline. She thought that was fire to use it as a punchline. Disgusting. And that's just crazy coming from a woman whose own brother is currently in prison for sexually abusing a child, his stepdaughter. Similar situation. Dez's father was with his grandmother, and he raped Dez's mother when she was a child. Very similar situation. And you thought that it was cool to make that a punchline? Your brother is in prison for sexually abusing a child, and you married a man on the sex offender registry. Like, how do you mock SA victims while surrounding yourself with convicted predators? And to make it worse, Nicki has openly admitted in interviews that when she was 13 or 14, she cheated on her then boyfriend. I'm not sure if he was the same age as her, but she cheated on her then boyfriend with Kenneth Petty, who is now her husband. You know what? I'm not even going to explain it. Let's roll the clip.
They was asking me, where did you fit in the picture of my love life? Like, where did you come about? Because they're like, oh, whoa, this timeline is starting to overlap. So, yes, I'm the person that I was rapping out when I met when I was 15, the person that you guys asked me about, this was a dope question, is the person who basically got cheated on with, and he was the person that it was, and then you saw him and fought him.
Beat the shit out of him.
They was asking me, where did you fit in?
So she's telling this story. Oh, I was 15, 14, 13. She was cheating on this guy with Kenneth, and Kenneth beat the boy up. Mind you, if she was 13 or 14, and Kenneth Petty is 5 years older than her, that means he was 18 or 19 at the time, messing with Nicki Minaj and beating up her boyfriends. What? You're a victim. You're a victim. And instead of healing, you're spending your career defending predators and making fun of people who survived worse. Disgusting. I don't see how people support her. I don't. I really don't. But let's talk about the money real quick. Nicki threw out that 10 million number like she's some Suge Knight with a Birkin. But the math ain't mathing, because this is why. This is fucking why. Her husband is currently in settlement negotiations with his SA victim, according to Pacer court documents. As of the last update was July 31st, 2025, which was 5 days ago. They already had to pay a German security guard $500,000 after an assault in 2022. There's a repeat pattern here. So no, you don't have $10 million to throw at Dez Bryant for clout fights, Nicki Minaj. That money needs to be paid to actual victims because your household has harmed too many people than it has helped people. Like, this isn't power, this isn't dominance. This is a broke PR stunt wrapped in legal liability. Y'all have issues over there. Y'all are violent, whether it's physically with the hands or sexually. But let's zoom out for a second. Nicki's husband is currently on house arrest for violating his probation in 2023 after threatening Offset online. It's like they love threatening people. And now here she is trying to bait a fight with Dez Bryant. I mean, like, is this your way of getting him sent back to jail, your husband? Like, are you tired of seeing him in the kitchen eating your son's fruit snacks, not putting the toilet seat down and contributing to the bills? Is this a cry for help? Because if you're tired of that man and want him out of your house, just say that, Nicki. Just say that. Instead, you trying to throw him to the wolves and hope he don't come back. This whole "my husband is hard" storyline is so played out. It is so played out. Dez is not the one to play with. And I'm not saying he untouchable, because he is. Everybody is touchable. And I don't even like Dez Bryant for some of his stances. He's had some terrible stances. But honestly, if that man ever laid hands on Kenneth, we'd be talking about this man in a hospital bed. Just stop, Nicki. Just stop. But y'all, let me know in the comments y'all thoughts on this entire situation. Like, what is up with Nicki and all of this spiraling? Every single week, this lady is spiraling. And it seems also every time she spirals, it's off the back of Megan or Cardi B doing something and being in the headlines. Cardi B was just involved in some WWE shit. And now this lady is spiraling. The last time she also spiraled, Cardi B announced her album. The previous time before that, Megan Thee Stallion was on Love Island. Like, it's a terrible pattern, bro. Stop the spiraling, Nicki. Make some music, good music at that. But again, like I said, cousins, let me know, because I'm gonna keep going off on a tangent. Let me know your thoughts. Like, why is this lady trying to weaponize other people's trauma for her own while ignoring her own trauma? All of this chaotic distraction from reality because your career is cooked and your household is crumbling, girl, give it a rest. Smash that like button if you're still here, and subscribe to the channel if you're new for the first time to become a part of the family, because we're on the road to 30K, and I'll catch y'all in my next one. Y'all be safe. Stay delusional if you want, but please don't be Nicki.
Hey, cousin, who you chilling with? I'm chilling with Moni.
Stripe helps businesses grow faster with advanced tools that don't let friction define your trajectory. So you can launch quickly, accept payments globally, and power even the most sophisticated business model. All from day one. But no matter how advanced the tools, progress is something you make.
Dez Bryant responds to Nicki Minaj after she called him out on Twitter. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Look, Miss Nicki, leave me out of it. I don't want no problems. I'm a huge fan. I hope you're having a great day. Hey, Micah, what you doing, a message that you sending, the business that you standing on is extremely major, brother. You know, the guys like myself, guys who came before you, we failed. You know, we failed tremendously on standing our ground, you know, due to the lack of knowledge and the lack of support entering a world that we was very unfamiliar with. You know, I remember being in that situation like you.
I'm still here.
Nervous, scared, don't know which way to go.
We gonna commentate on it right now, man. We gonna commentate on it right now, man. Right now, I'm just making these burgers, man. But like I said, bro, I feel like Dez went a little too far by calling Nicki out of her name. And then I also feel like Nicki went a little too far too. Like I feel like it's all Jay-Z's doing, to be honest with you, and Jerry Rice, bro. Feel me? So, but yeah, get back into the content.
Can't trust my support system. By the way, shout out to David, man. You know, he's one of the best agents in the business. You know, I respect how y'all go about y'all business. You know, so a huge salute there. You know, but like I was saying, man, much respect to you. For real. You know, do what's best for you. Do I want to see you with the star in your helmet? Yes, I do. You know, I pray that Jerry and them do what's right, pay you what you deserve. You're an incredible talent. You are a superstar. You are worth every penny that you're asking for. You know, and if everything don't work out, you still gonna be great because that's who you are. You know? So again, I appreciate you. I support you. As I always love, dog.
Thanks for tuning in to 9mag TV.
Editing your podcast on Riverside is a no-brainer, and I want to show you why. Your podcast transcript is here, and you just have...
Look, Miss Nicki, leave me out of it. I don't want no problems. I'm a huge fan. I hope you're having a great day. Hey, Micah, what you doing, a message that you sending, the business that you standing on is extremely major, brother. You know, the guys like myself, guys who came before you, we failed. You know, we failed tremendously on standing our ground, you know, due to the lack of knowledge. You know, do what's best for you. Do I want to see you with the star in your helmet? Yes, I do. You know, I pray that Jerry and them do what's right, pay you what you deserve. You're an incredible talent. You are a superstar. You are worth every penny that you're asking for. You know, and if everything don't work out, you still gonna be great because that's who you are. You know? So again, I appreciate you. I support you. As I always love, dog.
Oh man, we are back with another reaction video, man. Holy smokes, man. Man, we got to get into this Nicki Minaj, man, in this Dez situation, man. They going ham on IG, man. They talking about the fight game. They talking about all type of stuff, man. This is crazy. So y'all know Nicki Minaj has been going hard at Jay-Z, man, for trying to block her music and her views and trying to suppress her music on Spotify and on all these big platforms. And now she's going at Dez Bryant, man, the NFL player, man. Holy smokes, man. Because y'all know Dez Bryant, man, he's on the Rock Nation, and he's been going through it with the Cowboys owner, man, Jerry Jones, man. So Nicki Minaj had to put in her 2 cents, and her and Dez got into an all-out melee Twitter beef, man. This is crazy, man. It all started when Jerry Jones took his IG and he was going at Jerry Jones. He said, Jerry Jones, I don't think it's smart to mention my name. I kept quiet about a lot of unfair ish on some G-ish. We can have story time if that's what we are doing. Holy smokes, man. And then Nicki Minaj saw this and she like, oh, you want to play, huh? And then she tweeted this. Hey, it's Nicki Minaj. How about we play a game? Every time you do a Jerry Jones or NFL story time, I'll do a story time of my own. Holy smokes, man, this is crazy. So she went on to say, go beat your mom, and then asked Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they've allegedly been the vile cunts they've been to so many black people while lining their own pockets and weaponizing racism in order to keep black people blinded from their truth. Why wasn't Desiree Perez's pardon by President Trump publicized to the black community and hip-hop culture the way Lil Wayne's was? ? Did she repay the president for that monumental blessing, or did she betray him the way Jay-Z allegedly betrayed the Democratic Party and countless others that he's had business dealings with in the past? On second thought, don't beat your mom. I'm sure she loved you once. This is a tweet and all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Holy smokes, man. This is crazy, man. So then Dez Bryant shot back and threw a grenade at Nicki Minaj, man. He went low. I'm talking about to the floor with this, man. Here's what he said and had Nicki Minaj heated, man. He said, say, B, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt ish in Dallas. I don't get how you can even be on the internet with your husband being a SO, man, a sex offender, man. You said we are speaking facts, weird hoe, so come on. This is crazy, man. Oh, Lord, man. Because y'all know Nicki Minaj's husband is an SO from this sexual assault whenever he was 16, and I guess the victim was 16, and she alleged that he had held a knife to her neck and made her do sex acts, man. This is crazy, man. But he allegedly beat it, and then the reason that he beat it because she allegedly took the whole thing back and said that she lied. So it's just a whole bunch of drama. But then Nicki Minaj shot back and said, I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million in cash if you come and fight him since you beat on your mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof. That's why they couldn't get that money they desperately needed and sued for it. Now you on the other hand was beating your mother as an adult. Bigfoot has a brand new weird case as an adult. Jay-Z dodging a paternity test that could prove he effed a teen as an adult. Desiree Perez beating her daughter and calling her black son a law-abiding citizen with a hard 8 adult, falsely had her own daughter institutionalized as an adult, lied and said her child was on drugs as an adult. Holy smokes, man. This is crazy, man. And that part where she said about Jay-Z is dodging the paternity test, because y'all know Jay-Z got this dude that's claiming he's Jay-Z's son, and he's been fighting for like 20 years to try to prove that he's that Jay-Z's the father, and Jay-Z has been blocking it. And they're trying to say that the reason that he's blocking it is because at the time that his mom got pregnant, the girl was like 14 or 16 or something. But if it come out that he is the father, then that means that Jay-Z had sex with an underage girl. So they ain't trying to open up can of worms, man. This is crazy, man. But let's continue, man. So right after that, Dez Bryant shot back and said, I've been lied on my whole career, so I'm not trying to hear all that ish. I thought we were speaking facts. I don't play all that funny ish. go get that 10 million in cash. I'll stomp that ninja out right in front of you, and this rock for life, B. Holy smokes, man. Man, this back and forth keeps getting more pettier and pettier, man. This is crazy, man. Holy smokes, man. Now, here's what I got to say about all this drama and going back and forth. Now, Nicki Minaj, you can't be talking too crazy because your brother was a daggone serial rapist, man. He in prison right now for raping an underage girl, so you can't really talk about no sexual assault and all this stuff. Talk about Dez's mom and how she was sexually assaulted by the dad and all this stuff, and she's like picking on Dez's dad for being a sexual assaulter and all type of stuff. But you got two people in your family accused of the same thing. Your husband and your brother in prison right now, Nicki. So this is kind of petty, man. Come on, Nicki, man. You got a lot of skeletons too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. This whole situation is just petty, and messy, man. And mind you, the only reason Nicki Minaj even went at Dez Bryant is because she found out that Dez Bryant was under Rock Nation and Jay-Z. So she saw an open lane to diss Jay-Z once again. And she took it, man. Holy smokes, man. This is reckless. Come on, Nicki Minaj, man. You got to slow down, man. We all know that you the queen of hip-hop, man. But you doing too much on the Instagram, man. You done turned into the female Kanye West. Come on, Nicki Minaj. Quit the foolery and quit the cap, man. Holy smokes, man. But y'all let me know something down in the comment section, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. So until next time, Hush fam, keep it locked in with your boy. Hit that notification bell so you can get all the notifications when I drop another video. Yes, sirski. It's your boy Hush, man. And I'm gone.
Welcome to today. The day where you no longer have to see the world for what it is.
I like Dez Bryant. He's trying. But look at him and Nicki Minaj. This all started, and if you haven't seen over social media, they're taking vicious shots at each other. Vicious shots at each other all over Twitter. I'm like, this is what we do. Cursing, profane, the whole 9 yards. But I want to start, I will give you the beginning. Let's start by playing Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones explaining, this is shot number 5. He makes a comment about Micah Parsons and his contract dispute, and Jerry Jones makes a reference to Jay-Z, who represented Dez Bryant. Let's play the clip.
When we have a problem within a team and a player, I don't ever find the agent. He's nowhere to be found. Okay? Jay-Z said that Micah would make all, I'm not Micah, but that Dez would make all meetings. Jay-Z and I negotiated the contract. We spent hours negotiating the contract, Jay-Z. And he said, anybody in my organization is on time. So my office used to be on the street corner, and I've always been early. So they will be on time. I said, where did I sign? But I'm going to call you. Fine, quit taking my call.
So that was Jerry Jones talking about Micah Parsons and his problem with Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulugheta. And Jerry tried to negotiate a deal directly with Micah Parsons, and David Mulugheta's in his feelings. David Mulugheta is black. Micah Parsons is black. They feel like Jerry has mistreated the agent, Mulugheta. And so now they got a feud between Micah and Jerry, and Micah's demanding a trade. But Dez Bryant, who I'm telling Dez, I like you. But damn it, you got to get out of your feelings as well. Jerry took no pot shot at you. Jerry said something about Jay-Z and why he doesn't like dealing with agents. There's no pot shot being taken here, but Dez Bryant went to Twitter and wrote this, Jerry Jones, I don't think it's smart to mention my name. I kept quiet about a lot of unfair SHIT on some GSHIT. We can have story time if that's what we are going to do. So that's Dez being slightly undisciplined and just in his feelings and just injecting himself into this for really no reason, in my view, or he could have stayed out of it. Jerry Jones and some other NFL owners would have did the same thing, but Jerry Jones made Dez Bryant really rich. At the time when he did the contract, he ended up the second highest paid wide receiver of all time. Anyway, just he could have stayed out of it because Dez, at the end of the day, Jerry Jones is an ally of yours and is someone with the Cowboys organization to help you and a lot of players. But anyway, Dez did what he did. The next thing you know, Nicki Minaj who doesn't like Jay-Z, she jumps in this. And she tells Dez Bryant, go beat your mom and then ask Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they've allegedly been the vile CUNTS they've been to so many Black people while lining their own pockets and weaponizing racism in order to keep Black people blinded from their truth. Then she goes on to say some things about this Desiree Perez, who I think, sought a presidential pardon from Trump. She goes into some other stuff. She's now taking a shot at Dez. Then Dez, let's move to Dez. I can't read all of Nicki's deal. Then Dez fires at Nicki Minaj, I think. Say, bitch, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt SHIT in Dallas. I don't get how you can even be on the internet with your husband being a sex offender. You said we are speaking facts, weird hoe. So come on. Nicki Minaj fires back. I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million in cash if you come and fight him, talking about her husband, since you beat your own mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof. That's why they couldn't get that money they desperately needed and sued for it. Now you, on the other hand, was beating your mother as an adult. Bigfoot has a brand new weird case as an adult. Jay-Z dodging a paternity test that could prove he screwed, F-U-C-K'd, a teen as an adult. I'm gonna stop there. This is what we do. This is tribalism. There's no loyalty. There's no set of values. There's no standard in tribalism. There's no protection of each other. There's no looking out for each other. We have to commit to a set of values driven by a Christian identity. This whole pro-Black, it doesn't work. We're never going to be the Jews. We're not. None of us want to live in Africa. We go visit so we can say we did, and then we come back over here to this good air conditioning and the DoorDash and all the other stuff, and we never think about going back to Africa, but we went, and I saw ain't nobody picking up and moving over there, other than some Christians that go over there to try to tell people about the Gospels and Jesus Christ. But the rest of y'all, it's a gimmick.
We all have one. The junk drawer. Holder of all things. Like that old phone you don't know what to do with. Instead of letting its value go down, recycle it. Not only are you helping the environment, you get paid too. Recycle the mess. Wait and earn less. Get a free quote at ecoatm.com.
It does not work. It will not work. It won't lead anywhere positive. Africa, sorry to break the news to you, and I know I'm the biggest sellout Uncle Tom. I don't care. That's not our homeland. It's not. I don't care if 200 years ago, Kunta Kinte was from Africa. I never met Kunta Kinte. I don't have no pictures of Kunta Kinte. I know my grandmother and my great-grandmother and grandfathers. All of you cosplaying Negroes pretending like you and Kunta Kinte used to kick it together on Friday nights. Cut it out. Our history, God put us here for a specific reason. It's a blessing. Your identity should be your faith, your country, and your language. My faith is Christian. My country is America. The only language I know is English. I took Spanish a couple years in high school, and I can't remember none of it. We got to cut the cosplay out because this clown role that we've been given, trying to run around and we're the Black Jews. It's not working. We're making fools of ourselves. It doesn't create loyalty. We're not doing business together because we sit around and know like our values are messed up. Our word is not bond. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.
Man, y'all go subscribe to Jason Whitlock, man. I'm subscribing right now. Dope piece that he put out there, man, for sure. Definitely spoke a lot, saying like, Dez shouldn't have really even came at Jerry Jones like that, because then that's how Nicki started, you feel me? So boom, we gonna go into, let's see what we got. We got 3 more. No, we're gonna do, they gotta get that big sauce.
Oh man, so we gotta follow up with the situation with Nicki Minaj and Dez Bryant because they saying some more things, dog. Dez Bryant was on.
Y'all go over there, man, and check out Yeah, I'm Stacy, man. Give him a like, give him a sub, give him a comment, share.
On live stream, he said that he got to consider suing Nicki Minaj, man. We gonna play that as well as Nicki Minaj speaking on Dez Bryant when she was on Station Head with the fans and talking about his situation with his parents. Plus, we're gonna touch on some reactions from the people, like. But let's get to what Dez had to say. Peek this real quick.
Are you hearing that? Yeah, man. Yeah, Nicki, we might gotta go step in front of the court of law, man. Yeah, Nicki Minaj, we might have to go. What'd you say? Because I already know what I'm gonna do. Somebody told me I should sue. I'm gonna see what I can do. Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what I can do. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna show how much I ain't bothered. I'm gonna show her how much stupid she looks. She looks dumb as hell.
Okay, so that's interesting. I wonder if he really got a case right there. All right? Nicki Minaj was talking on Station Head, and this is what she had to say.
If your mother was already abused, why would you grow up to beat her as a man? Starting to look like some of you men who didn't have a father in the home want other people to not have a father in their home. It's starting to look like some of you men whose daddy and granddaddy is the same man has been projecting his anger in relations to women being abused all over the internet. Because psychologically, he's defending his father. If a man can say, after finding out his mama / sister was raped by his daddy / granddad, that he forgives both of them, what do you mean both of them? What did she do? So is that why you've been beating her? Because you are taking out what he did on your mother, who was a child, you dumb bitch. Just like my husband was a child, you dumb bitch, you cursed bitch. You not being in the NFL anymore, it's probably, I don't know anything about this. This man was tweeting about me 5 years ago with another woman beater, or about another woman beater. So you see, these men tend to take out the problems on the women. Men like that, whose fathers failed them, they are hurting that they did not have their dad. They have associated shame to their dads. So when they see a dad that's living in a home married with his wife, I guess maybe that's a trigger.
Okay, that's what she had going on. Now, I am interested in seeing what could happen, like with the situation, because I really don't know how the things played out with the situation with his mom. He said that he was defending himself, but his mom was saying some different things when she was being interviewed by police officers. Who knows the trauma between that family? They need to handle that. That's that. I have no idea. I don't even have any interest in diving into it. I'm just following along the story to give you guys enough information that you know what's going on. But all right, let's keep this thing pushing. So in response to Nicki Minaj saying what she was saying about some men without fathers take out their anger on women and even defend abusive dads, someone brought up this article speaking on her, defending her brother, saying, meanwhile, her brother's lawyer read out a letter that she wrote, hoping to help him get a lighter sentence after being convicted of S.A.ing his stepdaughter. What about the little black girl her brother S.A.'d? So Minaj didn't appear in court to support her older sibling Monday, but Minaj's lawyer, David Schwartz, read a 2016 letter that a Tussa singer wrote in a bid to get her brother a lighter sentence. In the letter, the rapper refers to Minaj as the most patient, gentle, genuine, giving selfless man I know. Minaj also pleaded for mercy at the sentencing, though he maintained that he was innocent of the charges. That's crazy, boy. That's crazy. If I was her, bro, I would leave topics like this alone. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But this person says, Dez Bryant and Nicki Minaj beefing was not on my bingo card, but making fun of his mom being great by his father is why I don't fool with that chick or her weird ass fans. But DJ Vlad hopped in, saying Nicki Minaj offered Dez Bryant $10 million to fight a registered sex offender husband. Here's how he can make a guaranteed $10 million. Host the fight at Chuck E. Cheese. Yikes. The dude says when Nicki's sex offender husband finds out he got to fight Dez Bryant. Yeah, take a big up, my boy. Pause. Dez Bryant dead ass told Nicki Minaj she'll stump the fuck out of a weak ass rapist husband, and she changed the trajectory of the argument immediately. Live look at Nicki Minaj and her husband right now.
Any of you bitch ass niggas that got a problem with me, come kill my uncle about it, pussy.
Nicki said, I got $10 million if you fight Kenneth Petty. Dez said, running right now. I stumped that nigga out. Nicki in depth ass changed the subject and started mudslinging. Y'all crazy. I don't think she in debt, dog. Nicki, I get $10 million and have my husband Dez. They showing the side by side comparison between these dudes, man. Why she even set that man up for that? Nicki needs to sue Jay-Z and move on. OMG, dude says she has no legal grounds to sue. That's why she hasn't. She's just gonna keep chatting on social media and get validation from her psychotic fans. This dude says Nicki Minaj is screaming into an echo chamber of stupid ass people. They said Mel Barbs, Megan is a man, SZA is ugly, Lotto is old looking. Dez rightfully calls Nicki a bitch. Mel Barbs, OMG, this is a grown ass man disrespecting the female. That's so pathetic. Be a man. With the Beyonce confused GIF, trying to figure out what the hell is going on, man. And this person says Rock Nation gets blamed for a lot of things for simply doing their job, managing their clients and trying to negotiate better contracts for them. Notice all the complaints about Rock Nation from execs or owners are always about how they prevented their clients from signing or something. So slave deals or got them out of 360 deals. When Birdman did that shit to Wayne, selling everyone's master and not paying him, who stepped in. Who read over Meg's 1501 deal and told her to go back and renegotiate. Exactly. Everybody is mad they can't lowball people being represented by Rock Nation, and no effing shady practices. They're just doing their effing job. I see your point. I told you before, in a lot of situations, it sound like they're doing their jobs. Now, the Live Nation stuff, I don't know. I don't know when it comes to that. Because in my opinion, I still don't know the details of what Nicki is trying to explain. Because people say the thing about the title situation, she say she's owed much more money than that. The title deal, the most that she must be owed is like $9 million, $7 to $9 million, something like that. But she's talking about some $200 million. Where you get these numbers from? Talk to us. if you want us to regurgitate your talking points coherently, because I just don't understand what the hell is going on. So with that being said, where I personally stand in all of this Nicki Minaj drama, do I think she probably got the short end of the stick as some way, some type of how with Rock Nation or Live Nation? Maybe, but whatever it was has had a zero effect on her legacy. What she's doing now is fueling haters and confusing casuals, dog. And that may very well have some type of effect on her legacy. But the Barb's got it, I know. But she seems like she wants more validation outside of the love that she receives from them. Whether validation or compensation or whatever, it brings me back to my point. If you don't mind risking looking unhinged because the end goal is to get paid, I get it. So I'm just confused and wondering, like, why is she going this route? You calling all these people out, but the person that you should be calling out is your lawyer, because I don't understand for the life of me. If all that you're saying is true, I don't get why Jay-Z, Live Nation, Rock Nation, Desiree Perez, whomever, it's no reason. It's no reason that they haven't been served a lawsuit right now. It's no reason that your lawyer hasn't found an angle to present a case yet if all of this is true. So other than that, I don't know how we can help you if you just continue talking riddles. I just don't fucking know. Everything is just conspiracy theories that we got to feed off of. You wonder why people not covering the Desiree Perez situation. You're saying that's Rock Nation pulling strings to get that suppressed. No, Nicki, it's not that. Desiree Perez is not going to be covered by mainstream blogs, only online conspiracy blogs. That's it. The reason being is because she's not a front-standing entertainer. That's like asking the Shade Room why y'all didn't cover Julie Greenwald leaving Atlantic Records. Most people just ask, who the fuck is Julie Greenwald? That's my point. But yet when Jay-Z was accused of rape, every platform covered the situation. Every platform. Why? Because he's a front-standing celebrity. He's a public figure. So with that being said, if you want some real results for whatever gripes that you have, file the lawsuit. Or else we'll just continue covering these verbal crash outs, and that'll be it, I guess. And you Drake fans, don't bring y'all simple, silly, stupid ass over here talking about something. Oh, why you asking for her to file a lawsuit, but you have an issue with Drake's lawsuit? This ain't about a fucking rap beef. Drake filed a lawsuit because he lost a rap beef, and he's trying to punish his record label for not saving him. Based on what Nicki Minaj got going on over here, I think that she's alluding to some things business-wise not being done the right way to her. So she feels like she's owed some compensation for that. In my opinion, based on what she's saying, she's not disguising being heartbroken from losing the rap beef with filing a lawsuit to get some type of compensation. It's not the same thing, man. But hey, though, y'all let me know what you got to say in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here, though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.
It's Ray Give TV. Ray Give TV. Let's get right to it.
What's up, Wack? What's up? How she step on somebody that's still an exec?
All right, so boom. This is going to be Wack talking about it. This is the last thing we're going to do. We probably not going to do the whole 18 minutes. We're probably going to do maybe 12 minutes. But we still want to be able to make some shorts out of this stream. Y'all can see me real quick so y'all know I ain't playing with y'all. Yeah, man, I'm still right here, man. Oh, geez. These burgers popping, man. Oh, woo! But yeah, like I said, man, we gonna do this one. We gonna get into the next video after this one, man. The next video we doing, I think, is the. Give me 1 second, y'all. The next video we doing. Shoot. It's gonna be Rat 100 and Loose Cannon, being put in this attempted murder case, no Drumple Brawl. Wack being suspect number 4, Loose Cannon being suspect number 2. So we gonna get into that, man. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get back to the content. It's the last video. This Nicki and Dez. Like I said, I don't agree with either one of the way that they're acting. I feel like they should blame Jerry Jones and blame Jay-Z for all this. You feel me? But boom, let's get into it.
What I mean is not. I'm just talking about the way that she just fucking talk shit about it. That's what I mean. Not literally. You know what I mean?
That lady don't care. I mean, 6ix9ine tried it, and she don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know she don't give a fuck.
At the end of the day, but here goes the problem. She shows how weak her hand is, and what she talking about don't mean nothing because you doing too much talking. In a situation like that, the legals handle. You doing too much talking. I just think you over there stressed out. Because if it was anything real about it, the legal gonna tell you shut the fuck up because you're hurting the integrity of the motherfucking case or the lawsuit.
Right.
So you just talking because I think you ain't getting what you wanted. So since you can't get it that way, I think she's losing her mind. I seen she put up, I got 10 million for my husband to fight this other. That other nigga beat the shit out of that nigga, man.
I'm talking about Dez? Yeah, I think Dez will get with. I think
Man, listen, bro. Listen. If you look at everything that's going on, none of it's making sense. I really think it's a psychological thing going on over there.
It's that booty
Me too. Yeah, and I didn't want to say that, but I think that shit is a powerful, is a hell of a drug.
Or it can be some drugs.
No,
I
that's
think
what I'm
she
talking
off
about.
that
That's
coke.
what I'm talking about.
Heavy.
I think that them drugs. I think that coke.
Wait, do you think it's really about the title deal?
About the what?
No.
The title.
No.
I mean, end of the day, like, yo, it's like we don't. If it's that serious, and if you got some merit to what you're saying, then the legal gonna handle it with you. Yeah. They're gonna tell you kill the talk, but evidently legal must not be in place to handle something for whatever reason. So I guess she's compensating for talking. But here go the thing: you dealing with people that can't hear you. Her voice don't affect Jay-Z one bit. That lady ain't nobody on the side of that man. That lady ain't nobody. She a little ant. All she is an artist.
And that's sad because of how long she ran the game that she don't got that type of buying power.
Ran what game? She's an artist.
So I'm saying like
he didn't run no game. Jay-Z ran the game.
I'm saying in terms of female.
Artist.
Yeah, you're right.
President of Def Jam. Owner of this, owner of that. She's an artist. You guys get caught up. You guys, these fans. You ain't nobody. Who are you? You just a consumer, nigga. You ain't nobody. You can't plug into her and enhance nothing she talking about. Now let's ask who this other man is. This is the reality of it. These artists let Instagram numbers and these numbers get to their motherfucking head, and when it come down to it, when you standing on the side of certain shit, you ain't nobody. Mm-hmm. That nigga don't hear this little girl. Y'all hear him.
She's doing a rocket the sun.
Now watch this. Y'all hear her been screaming, right? Yeah. Right? Who's been the loudest? Him, her screaming, or Jay-Z silence?
Jay-Z silence speaking volumes.
Oh, okay.
Speaking volumes.
Watch this. When the last time y'all heard Jay-Z say anything?
There it goes.
Okay.
I can't recall.
But guess what? We just watched Jay-Z get attacked by a superpower attorney, and he didn't say too much. And guess what happened? In 90 days, what happened?
Gone out the work.
That nigga damn near lost his fucking buck. Got
he can't even work in New York.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling y'all, the fans, like, give me the political strength over the fan shit. Cause
facts.
Y'all can't do shit. Y'all can go, fuck you, Jay. Don't nobody give a fuck what you talking about. You gonna take your ass back to your little old job tomorrow, and you gonna sit down in your little old house, and that's all you gonna do while this man is being whatever he doing. It don't matter. It really don't.
I think you're right though,
Wack. In your voice.
When you said about the insecurity thing, that's a fact. I think it's about being insecure, man. That she feel like she's such a big global artist.
I didn't say nothing about no insecurity. I just simply said what she talking about don't mean nothing because it was that serious. The legal would be handling it. That's how these things work.
That's what I was saying. Like, what? If she didn't go try to figure out with the courts, try to get the case with the courts involved. Why she's talking about it?
Until we see lawsuit filed, what we talking about? She's just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I say, Wack. Like, if he owe her all this money, get your legal team together. Let's go.
It'd have been there.
Yeah. Just like she blamed Rock Nation for everything. They blocked our albums. They blocked the single that me and Lil Wayne came out with. They're doing this, they're doing that. And like you said, Jay-Z and Perez is not saying a word.
I mean, listen. Who blocked what albums? What's she talking about?
Said that single remember the remix, that song that he came out with, or her and Wayne came out with, the remix to one of her songs. She said something about he messed with like blackballing her, and they're not on streaming services like they supposed to.
That
And
don't make
people,
sense. No, what's going on is you're not relevant as you used to be. You are signed to
absolutely.
Young Money, Cash Money, which is distributed by Republic, Universal, Monty and Avery Lippman, Birdman, Lil Wayne. So at the end of the day, there's no blocking that. Either the people are fucking with it or they're not.
Absolutely. The album didn't do that well. The album didn't do that well. You put a single out, I guess because of your name, you expect that single would have did all of these numbers, and it did not. Like I was telling Bang, I hear her complaining more than Lil Wayne.
I mean, is Lil Wayne complaining?
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm saying you, like he was talking about. I was talking about the Super Bowl thing. I said, I think he was like, you think she's more upset than Wayne? I said, she's the one that's constantly attacking them, talking about he's ruining the NFL and all of this type of stuff.
Who's ruining the NFL?
What Nicki Minaj, her comments about Jay-Z is ruining the NFL.
How
He's
is it
ruining
ruining the NFL when every year his televised views get higher and higher?
Hey, I don't agree with it at all, Wack, but that's what I'm saying. I was telling Bang.
Can I give him a different perspective, DBS?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what she's talking about. Kendrick broke records. Kendrick broke Michael Jackson's record. He broke that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. He broke his televised Super Bowl record.
I think she's okay. So that part she's trolling, but from my understanding, she really has the issue with the whole title contract. Desiree Perez.
And there's no issues with the title contract. Then you let your legal handle it. You're just talking.
Yeah.
Because
so
you're thinking somebody. You ain't nobody when it comes to that. Like, you're just talking. Because if it was real, do you hear Drake talking? Drake went right at him, right? Whether he win or lose, he went right at UMG. Right?
Yeah.
Sure did.
That's
Headline.
what he needs to do.
You didn't hear that nigga? That nigga went right at him. Everything we know is what's written in the paperwork.
Uh-huh.
It was written in the paperwork.
Correct.
It didn't go on no rant.
On the legal side.
Okay, so did she file a lawsuit?
I'm not for sure. I don't know.
You're not what?
I said I haven't heard about it.
You're not sure that Nicki Minaj filed a lawsuit, which means what?
That she didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Just talking.
I really think it's a publicity stunt, really.
Like Jim Jones said, say crazy takes and it gets the algorithm going.
Him and that Nas shit was hella funny.
Nah, he ain't. That nigga was serious. He just didn't know the backlash he was gonna get. Nigga, that algorithm is not in your best interest, nigga. You looking crazy as fuck.
He said every time he say crazy stuff, his stream.
Nah, he's trying to flip it. He meant that. He didn't know it was gonna happen like that. He didn't know niggas was gonna do their research and pull up the numbers.
He sure trying to play it off though.
Of course. I mean, he doing what he's supposed to do. Oh, there's some nice numbers. I like these numbers.
Oh, Wack. AK was asking about. He said you might know the numbers better than we do. Did you see what the numbers look like with that Clips first week?
Like 90,000.
Yeah. Oh, it was 90. Okay, I thought it was 9. Okay,
No,
it was
like
90,000.
Like 90,000.
Okay. Now, was that considered good for independent release?
That's considered good for anybody these days. Lil Wayne did 140, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And these days, this is why the shit dying down. I mean, it's not overall, but these days, yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get the clip, but read the clip, but Ack was saying it was something that Ack was saying about bots. that they thinking that bots might have a big reason.
Y'all can't go on with Act be saying. Ain't no thinking, nigga. Either it is or it ain't. Y'all gotta cut that shit out.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why I don't do that shit to people, because I know if I say something, people are right. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah,
I got
either
you.
it's bots or it ain't. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm thinking ain't no think. Who's there thinking? Nigga, they don't think. They just straight tell your ass.
Right.
They
Yeah,
don't.
I didn't hear the interview, so I shouldn't even comment on it. But that's what the reference was about bots. So
Yeah, but I mean that's just what he's saying. Like, where'd that come
yeah.
from?
Right. Well,
And
I
that's
think
fucked up. That's fucked
yeah.
up. He doing shit like that on his platform because people listen to that shit and go off of that. But it ain't okay with nigga. Did the streaming platform say that?
Right.
Where you getting that from? You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, I get you completely.
That's like me watching a motherfucker run a track 100-yard dash. I think she on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't. Oh, Wax said she on, and then it starts to 30% of the people gonna grab that. That's not cool. Now if they test her and it says test shows that she was on some whatever, yeah, they say she has some enhancements.
Right.
But if ain't no, there's nobody, none of the platforms has said that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was 90. My numbers was wrong. I thought it was 9. But yeah, 90. Like you said, that's a great number.
Hell yeah.
Seems like every platform is interviewing them. They everywhere.
Actually, it might have been a little stronger than that. Oh, let's see. No, they did 118. It's called Let God Sort Them Out.
Yeah.
They outsold Lil Wayne.
Ooh, and they ain't dropped in a minute.
Now, Wack, are they truly independent, or are you?
Let me see. Let me look it up right now. It'll tell me. Clips.
All right, man. That was enough of that. We gonna end it right there, man. Appreciate everybody liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, hitting that notification bell so I know y'all there, so I could throw it to you when it's in the air, man. Like I said, I don't really agree with Dez. I don't really agree with Nicki the way she's doing, the way that she's, letting things go. Well, I mean, the way that she's handling things. I mean, and I really think that the big to blame is Jerry Jones and Jay-Z, man. What y'all think in the comments, man? You think Nicki's geeking out again? It's like how she was geeking out on MacWalk. You think Dez Bryant's in the right? You think Dez Bryant's in the wrong? I feel like he should have never called her the B word, you feel me? And who do you think will win in a squabble? Him or Kenneth? Let me know, man, in the comments, man. We out. Peace.